Hey kids, it is Friday, so if you are still following a meatless Lent, this is soup for you. This is Italian clam soup. We're starting out with 2 cans of clams in their juice with some diced potatoes. That kale is not part of the soup. It's a part of the meal, but not part of the soup, so ignore it. Some black pepper, tomato bouillon, clam juice, can of tomatoes, some fresh Italian parsley chopped, a bay leaf, Italian seasoning, diced sweet yellow onion with some minced garlic, and not shown is some water, some red pepper flakes, and some olive oil. So we're going to start with the olive oil, and we're going to saute the onion and garlic until they are fragrant and translucent. Then we're going to add the canned tomatoes. Now, some people might know this soup as Manhattan clam chowder, except this is not really, because I'm not adding bacon. I am adding this whole bottle of clam juice, though. I'm not adding bacon. There's no carrots. There's no celery. I'm not getting really intense with the spices. There's the 2 cups of water, which I advise I do not use chicken broth or beef broth or even a seafood stock in this. This is just straight tomato, potato, clams. And you want the clamminess to come out. Oh my goodness, it's that time of the year, kids, where all the cars without mufflers are going crazy. So now I'm just going to mix all this in. I really should move my computer away from the window. But in any case, now we've brought that to a boil, and it's time to add the potatoes. I did not put this on my flexible cutting board, so I'm having a little bit of difficulty here. So of course to the rescue comes my man, who says, let me help you. So I'm letting him help me because it makes him happy to help me, and I often need help, so it works. I love him. I can't live without him. So now we're gonna let this potato get seasoned. I keep forgetting the steps of this. As you can see, I didn't measure it like a good Italian, but in this description box below will be all the ingredients. Yep, and a little photobombing there with the actual measurements for you to follow, as always on every one of my videos. So don't be despaired if you're like, I can't keep up. So now I've added the pepper, I've added the spices, and I'm just going to cover this up to let these potatoes get tender, and you know, about 20-25 minutes or so, and put the lid on it. Now clams, I'm going to taste it for salt too, since it did come to a boil. Clams are very nutritious. They're full of minerals and vitamins, omega-3 fatty acids. Some people even say they can have anti-cancer properties. I mean, they're very, very healthful. So why not? They're delicious too. So now I'm putting the cover on there. Meanwhile, I'm going to fix up a kale salad. Now, a lot of people are like, I hate kale. It's very tough, you know. And normally I put fresh kale like this in a soup to let it soften up. But if you massage your kale, it turns very soft. So I'm just putting some extra virgin olive oil, some pink Himalayan salt, and a squeeze of lemon. And you massage it for about 3 minutes. And it's actually kind of relaxing. Just go with it. It's like meditative. It's like kneading bread. And after 3 minutes, then you've got, you know, an edible green that you don't have to cook. So that's one way to get your kale in. As we know, kale is considered a superfood. So now that my potatoes are done, I think, because I'm testing it right there off camera, I burned the crap out of my mouth, but they're done. And I did taste it for salt, and now I've decided that I think this is where I decided that it needs some. Regardless, you're going to test it for salt, and now I'm adding in the clams. It's optional if you want to put in the clam juice as well. I do, because I just think it adds even more flavor, and of course I feel that that juice is probably very nutritious, since that's where the clams have been living. So now I'm adding the parsley, and I'm only going to, you know, keep this on the stove 5-10 minutes just to heat up those clams. And I'm adding a little bit of red pepper flake for some kick. Of course, you can use cayenne pepper too if you'd like. And I made some stuffed shells with cheese. And here's the soup as an appetizer, along with our kale salad that I splashed with some balsamic vinegar, some fresh cracked black pepper. And a shout out to JJ who sent me these Take Your Time dish rags, dish towels, I should say. They're not rags, they're actually very nice. And I think my friend Mark will love it because it also looks like it could say, take your theme. I think we're starting a theme here, kids. But yeah, thank you.